I'm going to the Arctic Circle with Leonard, Wolowitz, and Kuthrapali.
For 3 months.
Yes.
What did you mean when you said you were going to miss me?
It means I wish you weren't going.
I don't know what Arctic expedition you guys were on, but I thought it was a hoot and a half. The Arctic expedition was a remarkable success. I'm all but certain there's a Nobel Prize in my future. The fact that I'm home safe does not prove that it worked. That logic is post hoc ergo propter hoc.
Leonard, you're back.
Yeah, I just stopped by to say, Yeah, so hi.
And of course, I can't mention you in my Nobel acceptance speech, but when I get around to writing my memoirs, you can expect a very effusive footnote and perhaps a signed copy.
Keep that in mind. Look, we need to talk to you about something that happened at the North Pole.
If this is about the night the heat went out, there's nothing to be embarrassed about.
It's not about that.
And we agreed to never speak of it again.
So we slept together naked.
When we finally got our first positive data, you were so happy.
Oh, yes. In the world of emoticons, I was :D. You tampered with my experiment?
We had to.
It was the only way to keep you from being such a huge Dickensian.
I missed you so much.
I missed you too.
I couldn't think of anyone else while you were gone.
Me neither. Except for one night when the heat went out. We were going to throw his Kindle outside, and when he went to get it, locked the door and let him freeze to death. Look, we kept the original data. You can still publish the actual results.
Yes, but the actual results are unsuccessful.
Well, you know, I do understand what you're going through.
Really? Did you just have the Nobel Prize in waitressing stolen from you?
Probably change the subject. Did you and Penny finally,
Howard.
Personally, I don't care, but my genitals wanted me to ask.
Sheldon, why are you sitting by yourself?
Because I am without friends. Like the proverbial cheese, I stand alone.
Dude, you're arguing with a crazy person.
I'm not crazy. My mother had me tested.
Okay, who had Leonard Flames out with Penny in less than 24 hours?
I did.
Nothing flamed out. We don't have to have sex every night, you know.
You don't have to, but it's highly recommended. Okay, when you say it wasn't great, do you mean for both of you? Because we could totally see it not being great for her, am I right?
Oh, yeah.
Sex is never the way I dream it's gonna be.
It's because in your dreams, you're a horse from the waist down.
No one's ever said to me that I didn't understand.
It's actually a pretty simple process. You see, cyanoacrylates are monomers which polymerize on...
And Dory Palace is our palace.
Trust me, this will be just fine.
You are the authority. I'm just fine.
New plan. Howard, you and Raj go to Texas. I'll stay here with Penny in her apartment.
I promise I will be here when he's...
How was last night for you?
It was... okay.
Actually, ethyl alcohol inhibits electrical conduction in the nerve cells and stimulates reuptake receptors of inhibitory neurotransmitters like gamma-aminobutyric acid. Will you please take that stupid hat off?
No, I want to blend in.
That is a snowy tree cricket, Acanthus fultoni. I was done with Latin by 5th grade.
Well, we came to apologize.
Again.
And bring you home. So why don't you pack up your stuff and we'll head back?
I wonder what the non-pathetic people are doing tonight.
Help me open it.
Crazy, we can't go down an empty elevator shaft.
Fine. If you don't want to proceed, then you forfeit the bet, and I'll take possession of your Fantastic Four.
Hey, Leonard.
What?
Schnapps.
Voila! The snowy tree cricket, a.k.a. Acanthus fultoni, which is Latin for I'll suck nothing. Forgive me, Yiddish was not spoken in East Texas. And if it was, it wasn't spoken for long.
No, you may be right about me and Leonard.
Well, of course I'm right. What are the odds I'd be wrong twice in 1 week? I was forced to talk to Penny about your sexual problems, and oh yes, in a moment filled with biblical resonance, pride wenteth before my fall, causing my flash 123 to goeth to Wolowitz. Look, Leonard, Penny made French toast.
Sorry, I haven't given her your schedule yet.
It's an iCal download. She can put it right in her phone.
You know what? I give up. He's impossible.
I can't be impossible. I exist.
Howard, what did you do?
They're called tattoo sleeves. Look. Hey, put him on, have hot sex with some freaky girl with her business peers, take him off, and I can still be buried in a Jewish cemetery. Yes, she's pushy, and yes, he's whipped, but that's not the expression.
I think we're fitting in quite nicely.
It'd help if you weren't drinking light beer.
Nice ink.
Thanks. We buy you ladies a drink?
2 light beers.
You're here a lot now.
Oh, am I talking too much? I'm sorry. Zip.
Thank you. Chocolate?
Yes, please. Hey, Kim. Yeah, You know what? Hold on. Let me take this in the hall.
By this time next week, I believe I can have her jumping out of a pool, balancing a beach ball on her nose.
I know a place you'll really dig.
Did you bring the black condoms?
In my fanny pack.
Let's go.
What could she possibly be talking about for so long?
Obviously, waitressing at the Cheesecake Factory is a complex socioeconomic activity that requires a great deal of analysis and planning.
You're not changing how Penny laughs.
No, that would be incongruous. No, I was going to lower the whole voice to a more pleasing register. Come again?
Freaky.
Freaky?
Yeah, freaky.
What is your mother going to say?
She's not gonna see it. She takes my temperature orally now.
What are you gonna get, Raj?
With my luck, hepatitis.
I'm going to make some warm milk and then turn in. I trust if you two are planning on engaging in amorous activities, you'll keep the decibel level to a minimum.
Of course.
Thank you.
We say there were 4 goth girls. The 2 girls in the club had 2 friends.
I like it. I like it. Did they smell good despite their goth-like nature?
Hi, honey. Hey.
Oh, we're honey now, are we?
Yes, since their relationship became carnal, Penny has upgraded his designated term of endearment, thus distinguishing him from those she calls sweetie, usually in an attempt to soften a thinly veiled insult.
You're boring people, sweetie.
Celebrating Columbus Day.
We're watching Goonies, Gremlins, and Young Sherlock Holmes. They're all written by Chris Columbus.
You know, that reminds me, I usually go back to Nebraska for Thanksgiving, but this year they're calling it off on account of my brother's trial.
Will you be serving cranberry jelly or cranberry sauce?
I guess I could serve both.
You guess? You don't seem to have much of a handle on this.
The bad news is he says he's getting deported.
What do you mean he's getting deported?
I believe it means that the U.S. government is going to expel him from the country.
6 months ago, my research testing the predicted composition of trans-Neptunian objects ran into a dead end.
So?
So, my visa's only good as long as I'm employed at the university. Oh, Beef. I'm gonna miss you so much. Do you know at the Mumbai McDonald's you can't get a Big Mac?
I've always been a little confused about this. Why don't Hindus eat beef?
We believe cows are gods.
Not technically. In Hinduism, cattle are thought to be like God.
Do not...
I was surprised to hear you were interested in joining our little team. Giving up on those trans-Neptunian objects, are we?
No, it's a very promising area. In a perfect...
I'm sorry, am I late?
No, right on time. Dr. Koothrappali, may I present Dr. Millstone from MIT.
How did you correct for the selection bias?
Well, I ran a simulation. So when do I start?
What do you mean you didn't get the job? How could you not get it?
You know, he's British, I'm Indian. Ever since Gandhi, they haven't liked us very much.
I was thinking about exploring the string theory implications of gamma rays from dark matter annihilations, and it occurred to me that I could benefit. Anyway, I got some extra money from the head of the department, and Raj can come work for me.
You want me to work with you?
For me.
I've reconsidered your offer to let me work with you.
For me.
Yes, for you. I do, however, have a few conditions.
Have a seat. We'll get started with the interview.
What? You're kidding!
That's what you wear to an interview?
Come on, dude, we've been friends for years.
Oh, pulling strings, are we?
Now that Raj is working for Sheldon, I don't have to chauffeur him around anymore. Plus, yeah, with them working late so much, we get some privacy.
Oh, God, how did he know?
I was making a joke.
I'm the boss. I make the jokes.
you doing here?
Well, usually on Sundays I go with Raj to scam on hippie chicks at the farmer's market, but he's still working with Sheldon, so I thought I'd come over here and make you guys scrambled eggs and salami. I'm just gonna hang out with my mom. That's always fun.
My God, you think that every thought that comes out of your head is pure gold. Well, let me tell you something. Some of those thoughts are pure caca.
Caca!
Here's where we derive the mass of the dark matter particle.
No, you've misstated the atomic weight of the target.
Let me finish.
Defacing my work.
I'm not defacing it, I'm fixing it.
Give me the eraser. I looked over the board, and it turns out you were right.
So you were wrong.
I didn't say that.
That's the only logical inference.
Nevertheless, I didn't say it.
I have a question.
Warlord beats Troll. Troll beats Elf. Elf beats Water Sprite. And basically everything beats Enchanted Bunny.
Well, I guess game's over.
Really? Oh, great. I mean, oh.
June 30th, 2004. Opening day of Spider-Man 2 at the AMC Pasadena. They only had red ices, no blue.
How come I wasn't part of this deal?
You had left the refreshment stand in order to indulge in your customary preemptive pre-show urination. Yes, I've moved to a 4-napkin system. Lap, hands, face, and personal emergency.
Leonard, a pact is a pact. You have to get Penny to fix me up.
It's not that simple. What am I supposed to say? Penny, do you have any friends you'd like to never hear from again?
Saturday night at the comic book store, they're having a Mystic Warlords of Kaha tournament. First prize is $500. If we team up, we'd be unstoppable.
In the first grade, my friend Rosie and I made a pact to marry Bert and Ernie. You know, from Sesame Street?
Yeah, no, I'm familiar with Bert and Ernie. The deal was that if either of us ever got a girlfriend, we'd have her fix the other one up with one of her friends.
Got it, got it, got it, got it, got it.
Hey, Stuart, is the Will Wheaton signed up for the Mystic Warlords tournament the Will Wheaton from Star Trek?
Yeah, he lives around here. Big gamer.
I was such a fan that in 1995 I traveled 10 hours by bus to a sci-fi convention in Jackson, Mississippi, wearing my Starfleet Academy cadet uniform in order to meet Will Wheaton and get him to autograph my mint-in package Wesley Crusher action figure.
Looks like you're teamed up with Die Will Wheaton Die.
I just told her you're an aerospace engineer. You speak 5 languages.
6, if you count Klingon.
Girls don't count Klingon, Howard.
Sheldon, it's your play. Sheldon.
Look at him. Will Wheaton, my old friend. I've chased you around the moons of Nibia and round the Antares maelstrom and round perdition's flame.
Studying.
Microbiology?
Oh, cool. So you could study me.
I don't understand.
I play my endless serpent. Raj will play ecstatic frenzy, which means Larry will have to play chaos overlord. Then Captain Sweatpants, Molten River. I play Nightshade Dryad, game, set, and match. Botash beer, Jabluti, Rek, Did that guy just say revenge is a dish best served cold in Klingon?
I believe so. I'm torn. She might be dying. You know, wouldn't want to miss that. On the other hand, if I let it go to voicemail, I could play it over and over.
Does your mother call you every day at work to see if you've had a healthy lunch?
My mother calls me at work to see if I had a healthy bowel movement.
Holding 2 moderate spell cards, a small rock, and a potion of Xancor, which will be about as much help as an air conditioner on the ice planet Hoth. Your only move is to play the potion, lose the skirmish, and 2 moves later, the game. Your Meemaw died.
I'm really sorry that I disappointed you.
No, I understand. Well, if anything happened to my Meemaw, I'd be one inconsolable moon pie. Enchanted Bunny.
No! Not Enchanted Bunny!
I would have invited you, but I know you're not a football fan.
No, I'm not. So, great.
Leonard just realized that Penny's been hiding him from her friends because he's a tiny little man who flies kites. We're flanking. They're playing right into our hands. At the count of 3, we execute the flying scissor. 1, 2, 3.
You see that?
Victory!
I would have caught up to her if I hadn't pulled a hammy.
Oh, please. You weigh 80 pounds. You don't have a hammy.
Perhaps she's excluded you from these gatherings because she's scouting for a new mate and doesn't want to do it in front of you.
Oh, how kind of her. Hey,
Hi.
how was your football party?
It was pretty good. We won.
Oh, wow, that's excellent. It's a weird figure of speech, isn't it? We won when you weren't actually playing. Penny, I like all sorts of people. But some of my best friends aren't geniuses. Okay, a completed pass. First down, New England. I think I'm starting to get this.
Just saying, maybe if you people cut back on the beer, you could get out to the bathroom and satisfy your women without pharmaceutical help.
Come on. You're not still grinding on the kite thing, are you?
It's not just the kite thing. Every time we go someplace, you think you could just dump me whenever someone prettier comes along, even though you don't have a shot with them.
I had a
Grew up in Texas. Football's ubiquitous in Texas. Pro football, college football, high school football, pee-wee football. In fact, every form. If you're interested, I also know all about frying meat that isn't chicken as if it were chicken. All right, Poindexter, sit down, shut up, and listen.
I'm sorry?
That's how my father always began our football conversation.
It's the smallest size they had, except the one for dogs.
Football fans are a common sight in Texas. Cats, however, refuse to wear sporting apparel.
From New Delhi. It took me a day to put together and 2 days to paint. I do enjoy the La Brea Tarpits.
Now we're back live.
Okay, yeah. I can see the difference.
Oh, where's the flag? That's intentional ground.
Here, have some pizza, sweetie.
Penny, you know I'm lactose intolerant.
I know. I just need you to stop talking.
Nice meeting all of you.
Oh, man, did you see the way she smiled at me?
Fine, go ahead.
Wow, Sheldon, I cannot believe you made up your own game.
Oh, research lab is more than a game. It's like the slogan says, the physics is theoretical, but the fun is real.
Who is this, Justin?
Your turn, Leonard.
I told you about him.
No, you didn't.
Roll the dice, Leonard.
Yeah, my friend from Omaha plays the guitar. Anyway, he's coming to LA looking for some session work. So how is that not talking to me like I'm an idiot? It's my friend, it's my couch, and it's my freaking life.
It's also your role.
Hey, if I want to invite the entire lineup of Lollapalooza to sleep in my apartment, I will, and it's none of your business.
Are you, listen, Sheldon, she's gone. You can turn off the blender. I don't get how she can just announce that an old boyfriend is going to be sleeping on her couch. And then I say one little thing, and I end up being the bad guy.
Hint, Madame Curie had her husband to help her. Minutes, which means we'll need to make all the lights on Colorado Boulevard, plus skip the concession stand and pre-show urination.
Oh, dude, I wish you had said something before I pounded that last Red Bull.
Not really, no.
All right, invitation pointlessly offered, invitation declined as expected. Everyone's civil, nobody's fighting. Have a nice evening.
Remember this one? Spider-Man loses a big fight, and his girlfriend breaks up with him. Want me to get it for you? It'll help take your mind off things.
Really? Did you miss all the subtle indicators like me saying, Howard, I am upset? Except for the fact that I had to make chicken and rice with this vegan guy. Do you know what vegan chicken and rice is? Rice!
Yeah, don't bring my mother into this!
You brought your mother into this! Stop it, both of you!
Boy, what got him so upset?
Oh, sure. You can tell when Sheldon's upset.
You offer soup and a half sandwich?
Yes.
Where exactly does the half sandwich come from? Are you giving me half of someone else's sandwich? Or do I have to wait for someone else in the restaurant to order the other half? Yes, I want you to apologize to Leonard.
I am not going to apologize. I've done nothing wrong. He is completely overreacting.
Irrelevant. Were you under the impression that Leonard has no complaints about you?
Like what? Yeah, I see you. You're making a little check sign in the air. I got it. Just hold your horses. What does Leonard complain about?
Your driving? The plethora of stuffed animals on your bed that stare at him during your amorous activities?
I hear you don't like my stuffed animals, my driving, or my punctuality.
What? Who would tell you something like that? Why would you tell her something?
Lakshmi just got her stomach stapled. You have an opportunity to get in good with her before she loses weight and her self-esteem goes up.
Sheldon!
What are you doing? He's not a lost dog.
I said I'm busy, but that wasn't good enough for you. You know,
It's a little hard to explain. He does this thing where he pretends he's in an alternate dimension that occupies the same physical space we're in, but he can't perceive us. So you have childhood issues. We all have childhood issues. At some point, you just need to grow up and get past them.
Whatever, you just let me handle this, please. Look, how about we buy you this robot and then we all go home?
I want that one.